Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome back to another episode of Ceres Springs. And a lot has been done since the last episode, and we have finished Meridian, or at least our version of Meridian from Horizon Zero Dawn. And yeah, there's no time lapse in this episode because since so much has been done since part 3, we're just gonna kind of take a look at everything. So last episode we were working on like the little fountain here and kind of showing you, I think we had like this little plaza over here, which I still think looks really cool. It's one of my favorite new areas. But if we go around over here, I'm pretty sure all of this was definitely new since the last episode, as well as this little bridge here, which has like a cap on it, which cap is kind of like, it's like a bridge, but it has like buildings and shops and things on top of it. So if we go over here, so here's like the start of it. We've got like a nice little outdoor food court over here. Person's walking in place, they don't know where they're going. So we got a couple food shops there. I really like this bridge, especially because like from this view it doesn't really look like a bridge, but I love the wooden plank like flooring that we put in there. Again, we did more of like these little shops and vendor stalls, trying to, you know, kind of keep that Meridian from Horizon Zero Dawn vibe going. And then I really like this like little arch here, which leads over here. Obviously not done, but what's going to end up happening is the path will come down around here, and of course, as you already know, all of the area down here is where the actual zoo is going to be, which we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So if we go back across the bridge this way, get a nice little view of the peafowls there, and then we head over here. And so here is our little staff area that manages this little city that we have. I don't know if I want to put like some kind of wall here that kind of hides it from the guests, because the guests can walk through here. Like this is part of the path, but the actual gate to the habitat's right here as well. So I don't know. I kind of like that this is open. It's a little bit different, I guess. But then you walk around over this way. Bet there doesn't know what they want to do. Come around here. All this is new. I love this like bridge that goes across there. One of my like favorite things about doing this little city is just like a bunch of little paths going everywhere and different elevations, and I think that it's really fun, and it was really fun to build too. We got this little building here, which is just a facade. It doesn't have anything in it, but did another like little drain here for the water, because that's kind of like in Meridian, there's like bunches like just little drains and stuff like that. We made like a little well here, which I thought was pretty fun and turned out really well, actually. Used the faux rocks and some of the tropical moss covered rocks just to add a little variation in there. And then we come around over here. I really like this building here. I like how tall and narrow it is, but still has like just a ton of detail on it. And then here's like there's no path under these steps, but just trying to make like a little fake kind of faux area, make it look like the city is actually, you know, usable or whatever. I actually rather like the doorway there too. I like the bricks. But again, so here, these are real steps, so the guests can actually come up here, kind of winds around up here. I had an awkward like roof area up here, so I was like, you know what, let's just put like a little flower bed kind of thing there. So I think that looks pretty nice. I think it's kind of cool having that like up there, and then like when you're down here, you can kind of see a little bit of the greenery there. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But then we've got another little outdoor patio. So we've got coffee and donuts here for you. We've got a little bathroom stall there. And then a nice little covered patio. Got some string lights and looks really nice at nighttime. And then again, once we actually start getting into the zoo, it's going to be like a really, really nice look down into the zoo. It's going to be super cool. There you can see some of the plateaus that we recently added. We actually did these plateaus over here. We added all of those during a live stream here on YouTube. If you want to check that out, the VOD is still up. If you want to check out the live stream, it was the first YouTube live stream for me in like 3 years, so it was pretty cool. We might do some more in the future, we'll see. But so now we're going across the bridge, and then there you can see there's our little entrance area with the helicopter and the gondolas that bring the guests over this way. But then we've got this nice little, I don't know, like this little tower area. I don't know what it would be called, but I just thought it was super cool. And that it'd be fun to do like a kind of just round building, have a cool path up here, a couple shops, some benches the guests can sit down and relax. We call this our 3-tiered cake because it kind of looks like it could be tiered almost like a cake. But I just thought that was really neat. And then so this will be one of the ways the guests can come down into the actual zoo there. And we go around here, this side. So there's some more steps. These were here last time, I believe. So that will be yet another way to go down into the zoo. And then one of the things we just added during our YouTube live stream is a little tunnel over here. Because I was like, okay, we've got 1, 2, 3 areas over here for the guests to like get down into the zoo. We don't have anything over here. Now, eventually, all of this down here will be connected with paths, so guests could come down here and then walk over here, or we'll probably have another transportation ride. They could do that too, but I wanted a way for them to come from the city down here. So it didn't really work. Like, I kind of wanted to do it here, but I didn't plan it well enough that I couldn't get a path here, and I didn't want to rebuild this because I like this little corner. So what we ended up doing in the Hall of Subs here is we created this little door, and it still needs a sign. I didn't put a sign there, but we go through it, and then we have just like a nice little wooden tunnel. Kind of looks like almost like a little mine tunnel. But you come around this way, and then it just comes down over here. So that'll be a nice little way to allow guests to get to this side of the zoo from within the city if they so want to. But yeah, the city is done. I don't think there's anything else we'll be adding to it. I'm actually surprised with like just how quickly it came together. I mean, even though like just looking at the last episode, I know there was a couple weeks between this episode and the last one, but still, we did like all of this over here and like most of that bridge. It came together. It's the fastest build I've ever done, and considering how detailed it is, I'm actually kind of surprised by that, because so many of these buildings were built like Lego style, like using these individual temple block pieces. I just use those everywhere. But yeah, so I think by the next episode, we'll actually be getting to the animals. I know you've been patiently waiting, and it's going to be a lot of fun to finally get into the animals. I don't know what we're going to do theme-wise in the rest of the zoo. We might actually end up kind of continuing the theme we have here with these buildings. Definitely won't be as dense as this as we get out like into the zoo, but it's going to look really cool. And then these are like all the little plateaus. If you've played Horizon Zero Dawn, in the area around Meridian, there's all these like really tall plateaus that just kind of stick up. So I wanted to include those as well. And then just like you would in like real life, we'll have to design the rest of the zoo around these. And I think that's going to be really fun and allow some like just like really cool design elements and layout for our zoo. I think it's going to be really cool. Ignore the little construction site over there, but yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm excited for it. And oh yeah, we did this one over here too. At first, after I built this, or I guess you don't build those, but I added the plateau here. I was like, I don't know if I want it because it actually covers up the other tower. Like it was kind of cool before you'd see both of these towers here. But you still see it, like you come through the tunnel and then the tower pops up there and then you see the other one. It's like, okay, that's still pretty sweet. I still love these towers. Super proud of those. But yeah, so that's the episode for this week. I know I didn't have one last week, and that's because I had a couple other things going on, projects and whatnot, and so I had to use that time for those. But yeah, we should be back on track now. And of course, like I say in every episode, even though if I don't have a video up, we are always building in this zoo every single week over on my Twitch channel. So make sure to head over and give the channel a follow. That way you know whenever I go live. I stream every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We play Planet Zoo every Saturday. And yeah. I also wanted to mention, if you didn't see in the community section of the channel here, I'm in the process of writing a video game themed cookbook. So if you're a cook and that's something you'd be interested in, make sure to check me out on all my socials, Twitter, here on YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff, because I'll have more information in the coming weeks and months, and we'll let you know when that will be available to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I hope that you like our version of Meridian. I just love how it looks. I love the, we added the wall around here and like just various like little drains and little like waterfalls kind of coming out. I think it really adds to the look of the city, especially like down here. I think that's just such a cool shot. I'm really happy with this. Definitely my favorite build to date. And you'll only find that here. Nobody else is doing Horizon Zero Dawn in Planet Zoo. I can promise that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this episode here. As always, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I'm 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.